Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out Death Battle. This is Saitama versus Popeye. I remember months ago, Dwayne and Jess had told me, hey, you should check out Death Battle, but they told me about a specific person, and I don't remember who it is. Was it Batman? It might have been Batman. Okay, well, remind me to check out the Batman one. Was it Batman? Was it Batman? You know what? I should just ask them. I'm just going to ask them. But in the meantime, we will check out Saitama, which is one of my favorite characters. Saitama versus Popeye. One Punch Man versus Thimble Theater. Death Battle. I'm interested to see what this is. I don't know if this is like a cipher, if this is a rap battle or a physical fighting thing. But we're going to check out. Money's on Saitama. Okay. Obviously, he's One Punch Man. Obviously, it's going to be done, right? So we're going to check out the link. The link is in the description box for you to check out, alongside the link to become a member, get access to some early access reacts, right? We've been posting them over there so y'all can see them early before everybody out here does. And then also anime reacts. I'm excited for the continuation of that. So check out the link in the description box below. Let's get started. Oh, okay. I was like, why was it sideways? I thought maybe it was somebody knocked over that's going to stand up. Okay, 80s. I love it. Love it. Oh, rooster teeth with the rooster and the teeth. I never realized the image. I just know of rooster teeth, right?
One Punch Man.
Popeye,
yes.
The Sailor Man.
East versus West. Old versus new.
Healthy eating versus basic
They are
exercise.
wampum people, just like wampum with their
but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
Oh,
He's
it's
whizzed
black.
with a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, this is cool. This is my first time seeing this.
Life is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth something.
That's when he had like the dream.
We are lost.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
For this failed
Yes, you
salaryman,
did.
all it took to get that fiery
look at this
passion
hair.
back was
So
to
cute.
save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear.
His underwear was.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
That's one thing. Hold on. When he had the hair, okay, he had nice eyes, right? He was cute. Cute cat. Then he lost the hair, and then he has those little beady eyes, unless he's in fight mode, right? Yeah, these beady eyes is what he has, right? Unless he's in fight mode. When he's in fight mode, okay, not this. It's when he's in fight mode. When he like has the sheen happens, and I'm like, okay, Saitama, okay. Hi boo. Can y'all see him? Yes, y'all see him. Look. Hold on. Boop, right there. Hi babe. Carrying Goku as he should.
A superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries.
Yeah, you saw the ab work.
Hair fell out.
Saitama's strength
All
grew
of it.
exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much
Just
to his
destruction.
horror, that's exactly what he got.
All it took was one punch.
That's all. That's all.
He
Just one punch.
Too strong. He became the one, the only, the infamous Caped
One Punch Man.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man.
One Punch Man,
He
yes.
can help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch.
Which I wish we got to see that star one.
And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters. Like
Oh,
a
this
giant
was
who's
such a
over
good
quarter of
episode.
kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Or a Monster King
And
who shaved
demolish.
off a continent from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the stratosphere. And Saitama's
Oh my
never even
goodness.
broken so much as a sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Who blocked it
Oh,
by
I didn't even see.
squirt-gunning
That was
some
the second
lava
season,
at it.
right?
The
I
lava
didn't
he
finish
was
the second
bathing
season.
in, naked.
And I'll explain
And then he punched
later.
him. Surprise.
Saitama's created
He was
after
bathing
images
in-
by hopping side to
so he
side,
was in
defeated a
lava,
martial arts
naked?
master with his butt
I saw.
and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space. after being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds. That's 8% the speed of light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you
burning
the speed of light.
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the consecutive normal punches.
The consecutive normal punches. I remember that with the lion guy.
What kind of self-respecting
the
anime
Beast King.
protagonist is he?
Plain and simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing
hold on, this was such a good episode. Like with this, I wonder if this is maybe my favorite episode. The one with the Sea King. Where is he at?
Self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain and simple.
Look at that. Look, yeah, this episode with the Sea King. It might be one of my favorite episodes. It was just the stakes were super freaking high, and that's where you met Purdy. It's so funny, and like it lasted longer as far as dealing with this villain. Is that what? Yeah. Was he? Did he say he wanted to be a villain? I can't remember what he said, but like. When you first see him and he's fighting some people and then he demolishes them, and then as he's continuing to come across more and more heroes, and as you know, he gets stronger with the rain, and it starts raining, and he just keeps getting stronger and stronger because that's his habitat, right? He's from the sea, and so it's such a good episode, like seeing these people try to fight him and then getting to this point. But also in the second season, I haven't finished the second season, and I'll explain. Well, I'll say it now because this is going to be a long video. I see right here it's 23 minutes, but like, in the first season, you got to see a lot of the action. And when I was watching the second season, I was like, some of the fights, or a lot of the fights, were happening off screen, and he was just coming back with like limbs. And I was like, but I wanted to see the action, and that's what I really wanted. So if they do come back with a third season, I hope it's like the first season, because the artwork was great and you got to see the action. It was super awesome. But in the second season, you weren't seeing that, even though the jokes were still there, right? With King and that chick who's the earthquake sister. Like the jokes were still there and the fun could still be there, but the action wasn't, and it was really disappointing. But yeah,
he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top,
serious punch, serious side hops, serious score gun.
Imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kind of sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point. Far from the power
it is.
fantasy
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them.
Everyone.
Or shatter asteroids and rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This
that pun is so cute.
That would be 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day.
This was a good episode too.
And that's it.
Season 1 is so good.
You gotta be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense.
He's like, bull crap.
To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable.
Did someone try to do it?
Doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every
in a day. I wanted to try
Put simply,
the one punch.
Workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves, more durable than before.
Okay.
This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over.
Yikes.
After a few days, he shouldn't even have been able to move, but he just kept going.
There might be an explanation. Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in, well, one punch. According to Genus'
essentially.
Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth
but
has a limit to their natural ability.
At
some point,
burned his whole lab down.
They'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym.
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality.
Yeah.
He just breaks
True.
the logic of his world. He crushed
Hold on, I
the
want to read this really quick. Destroyed a meteor in one punch, yes. Cratered the moon by jumping off of it. Casually bathed in a pool of lava, which I gotta read. Punched fast enough to blue shift. Which I didn't know that was the name of it, but like, you know, when it made me think of like when something's kind of going through the atmosphere and it's kind of being burnt up by the atmospheres. That's what I imagine, like, it could be the same thing. I don't know what blue shift means though. Easily outspace speed of Sonic. Yes, I remember when he was like, what do you call it? 100 side steps. And he's just like sidestepping. It's so funny. Ignored Tatsumaki's telekinetic power. Defeated Boros, Deep Sea King. I remember Deep Sea King. Tatsumaki and Garu, which I need to see his fight with Garu because that was one funny thing in season 2 when Garu was standing there and then Saitama comes up behind him and is like, there you are. I've been looking for you all day. And Garu was like, oh, is he another person that's coming to fight me? And then I think he like punched him or hit him or whatever. And then Saitama turns and I think he just flicked him. He just like flies through and flies into a wall so hard that he sleeps all night because he's knocked out and then does not recall what happened the next morning. Hilarious scene. Oh, and he can wiggle his ears. It's hilarious that they put that on here.
Evolutionary
As his
biology
feet.
in the palm of his hand.
I gotta watch season 2. I've seen season 1 a gazillion times.
Growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch. A blow where
he was supposed to represent Dragon Ball Z.
And reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now, see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 centitons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest.
These are numbers that I can't even fathom.
His obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe
I remember this.
Ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey
He's like, just calm down.
World is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games.
Maybe
and play the games,
all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard my name
that part.
becomes a byword for literally
that like
the dude is the undisputed
when that
king of broken
happened.
anime characters. Because
he's like, I didn't mean to. I was
going
gonna stop, but you just landed on it.
In one punch.
One punch. So I will say before they get into Popeye, my daughter, she loves One Punch Man. She calls it superhero. She's like, I want to watch superhero. And when the intro song for season 1, because I don't know if she knows the song for season 2, but season 1, she knows the song and she'll sing it. Let roll, there's Shy Joe, never here. Whoa, it's the power. I don't want to sing too much because I don't know if it's going to copyright, but she sings the song and I love it. And you just hear her.
Sailor man, hero, adventurer, sailor, man.
Oh, 2 against 1, huh? How do you like that?
Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro
Yeah, he does.
every
I
day.
remember.
And if you ever wanted to know what angry
Sound like
cat
a
sex sounds like
literal
he can sing.
cigarettes.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
How exactly?
Goodness.
Never mind. Popeye's origins
The
are
voice.
humble. Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy.
He sounds like those
Popeye
people.
was immediately upon
Poop
birth
Deck Pappy,
horrifically
goodness.
ugly. So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned.
Oh my gosh.
So Popeye
Oh
grew
my
up with a
gosh.
chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye.
No, it's Popeye the
Especially
Sailor.
after
Yeah.
discovering his higher calling, beating the snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous.
Only
spilling the
spinach.
snots of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe,
They had
Popeye
a
set out
movie,
to
right?
put his combat prowess to the test and joined the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet science of box dancing and do battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist,
Superhuman.
squish, and squat.
Oh yeah, he was. Yes, I remember. And I remember those cans of spinach. I think they had a movie with Robin Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Superhuman physique can summon spinach. Just look, cans of spinach. It would be canned spinach. That's also the thing, which I didn't question back then, but now hella disgusting. I'm sure. I've never had canned spinach. I've had frozen spinach, but not canned spinach. But he would legit take canned spinach, just gulp it down, and then get muscle. But matter reconstruction, physical malleability, fourth wall awareness, spinach powers, flight, increased strength, invisibility, invulnerability, shapeshifting, unlimited stamina. Okay.
Or rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around the planet.
Oh my god.
Since they can disincorporate their targets.
Oh, I thought he was gonna punch him the other way.
Like turning anchors into fish hooks, an alligator into handbags, and several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's
right. We're not
simple,
gonna.
He's a
We're not gonna
cartoon.
finish
He
that
can
one.
basically do whatever he wants.
Did he
can
right there
shoot
into
fire
the
from his
other
corn
one's
cob
throat?
pipe, pull a canyon closed, punch bolts
Oh
of
my
lightning
goodness.
out of the air, and even give the
Oh my
sun a black
gosh.
eye.
Judging by the distance the sun is from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast, he's somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So, was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so,
oh my
you
goodness.
might want to get on that, buddy.
No. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength
that
is
sucks.
simply
He
the
said because
virtue
you're
of
ugly.
nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye
because
has
of
spent his
spinach.
life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable
Spinach.
god.
Oh, okay.
Spinach.
They said put hair on your
Propaganda
chest.
Straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain
These
alcohol
kids.
for me.
Oh dear.
Originating in Persia,
Oh dear.
Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant rich
It looks so
vegetable that
beautiful
can help
that way,
prevent
though.
cancer and reduce blood
Just not how it
And
fell in.
apparently
Yeah, because it
imbue your
has vitamin
biceps
K.
with The power of God in anime.
While a normal can of
Goodness.
spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
It
Look
lets
at the
him
way
fly,
he's
turn
standing
invisible,
there.
Shape-shift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right.
I
This big whatever the hell
did
that
not
thing
know
is
that.
apparently God, and he turned off
The big guy.
reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Because why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why?
Yeah.
Because he eats his spinach.
I
wonder
eats
what its
me
nutritional
spinach.
content is like. Well, let's find out with math.
No!
Okay.
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so
That guy.
tall it reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average
goodness.
person will consume over their entire life.
That's over 46
Why-
million
why did they eat that
gigatons of
burger that way? That was
TNT,
gross.
Enough to destroy, well, a
Again,
star,
another
or enough
number
to punch your annoying
I cannot
neighbor so hard
fathom.
that when they land, they tilt the earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet
dear.
after tilting, we
Did
can
the-
determine
that
its
man's
axis
dead.
was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a second. That's a speed of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to
Goodness.
power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time?
Oh, is
How
that
does
what he
happen? I only
did?
know one type
Oh,
of herb
okay.
that'll take you through time.
That guy is so funny. He's like, if being ugly is a superpower, then man, you should be ready to go. This guy's kind of a jerk, but this is hilarious. He's like, I only know one herb that can take you back in time. Hilarious. All right, so punch Bluto very hard around the world. Sorry. To the moon, tilt the Earth's axis. Does he punch this guy a lot? And how does this guy survive those punches? Is that guy powerful too? Or is he? I was gonna say, or is he Kingpin? Shade. I was like, or is he Kingpin? He must have been punching Kingpin. Gave the sun a black eye, punched out lightning bolts, knocked a boxer into the real world. I want to know more about that. What do you mean? Appeared in 2 places simultaneously, survived the universe being turned off, which they talked about, defeated Bluto, Sinbad, the man upstairs, which is, I guess, God, and his own animator.
Whatever kind of spinach it is, it sure ain't normal.
Not true.
And he be
Popeye doesn't
carrying it in his
consume some
can,
special magical
in his
spinach. Any kind will do, even if
pockets,
it's
whole
handed to
cans
him
in
by
pockets.
the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to God,
Okay.
changing them into reality, or just waving
Oh,
his
and then
hand.
eating.
The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness.
He's just
then his
magical.
nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back with his... I don't know.
He can even punch
This is-
so
yeah,
hard he tears
I'm
the
like,
film
wait,
strip
what?
he's being animated on, or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye
Oh, that's
basically
hilarious.
brought 2 different versions of God and whooped their
Oh, he-
asses. You know,
he
he's
killed
a great
him.
Jumbrowski, considering he's basically a
Yeah.
spinach-eating Lovecraftian
See, there's
nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap. So if you decide to
that was the
antagonize
movie.
him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables.
Yes, kids, eat your veggies.
All right, the combatants are set
So-
to run the data through all possibilities.
But first, in case you're starting to feel those winter blues, check out BetterHelp.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online.
Oh, okay. I was
We
like,
talk
wait,
about
what?
BetterHelp a lot on this show, and this month we're discussing.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Especially since last time we were on our Twitter Spaces, we were talking about mental health. So there's a resource, which I hope to post more. I think by the time you guys see this video, then I probably posted more about it. But I wonder who's gonna win. I wonder who's gonna win this.
Oh man, the scrap's always so
Oh, so he's-
expensive. No thanks.
Oh, so does it become an? Oh,
No one bad-mouthing me, spinach.
this is a
But I'm a
really
big
good
beluga.
animation /
Whatever.
CG. You see him like, oh, right, because he can withstand all of these things. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. I love the Looney Tunes sounds. I'm mad you close the door. Oh, okay.
Me down.
All
Your
right.
meat's got a
Just-
scratch on yours.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
Ah. Okay.
Let's read that.
Okay. Up, he's back. He's gonna be coming back. Yeah. There. All he needs is that spinach. But hold on though. Hold on. Where's my? There you go. The fact that he said, oh, I can't speak that. I love that. Hold on.
I know, right?
There
Overwhelming
you go.
strength is so.
I was like, I thought it was over there, but then seeing this, look at this.
I can't read that.
And the explosion. And then all this stuff. This man had an oar and an anchor in his pockets. That's all he needs. It's his spinach. He just needs his leafy greens. Eat your spinach, kids. Goodness.
Okay.
I love it. And them even having remnants of his song, of Saitama's song. Oh, this is the person he's been looking for, Saitama. He wanted someone as a challenge, and here's the challenge. He's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, he can come right back. Ooh. All right, they changed he punched him so hard, they changed realities. And now they're in a digitized, pixelated world. Oh, this is cool, like a video game.
I'm just a guy who's
What did he just say?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I love it. I love the Saitama references. The callbacks are so good. Oh, they changed realities again. This is awesome. What's he doing? Oh, wow. He picked up the ocean. Oh my goodness. Is he gonna? Oh, right. He punched him. He took the ocean out of the earth and punched him into the ocean. Oh, another reality. Oh, okay. It's like Street Fighter. They look like Street Fighter. Look how muscular that old man is. Look how. This is so freaking epic. I want this as a game. Oh my goodness. This is so epic. You see the details of the scratchiness of this old man's face and body? Okay, wait. Oh, death and spinach.
Amazing! This is amazing! How did you get so strong?
He loves this. Oh, goodness. Oh, are they in a new reality now? What? Is that another planet or is that the moon? Yeah, that's another planet.
My heart's beating so fast.
Oh,
My muscles ache.
he's finding joy.
I can feel them again.
Oh, this guy's going into the sun.
That's all I can stand.
Did he push the sun away? Oh, okay.
I never thought it would happen.
That whole planet is disintegrated.
I found it!
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Thank
This
you, weird spinach mascot.
is this the end of all time? What they've done to... Oh. 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 Oh no. Is that pieces of him? Oh, wait, what? What's with all the eggs? Wait, what?
Took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor
Sailor Man.
KO! Well, I guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but
Right.
it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant
Okay,
his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder
Right.
with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know
Hold on, wait, I want to read what that said. But I thought it might be interesting if the first chapter is like the final chapter. Have the protagonist be extremely strong from the very start, be at the maximum power level, which could only be attained in the final chapter of usual manga.
if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically
doing
possible.
nothing.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama...
So hold on. So they've so the punch that's 1,000 joules, I imagine that's a punch enough to kill somebody? That's deadly. I think at that point you would register your hands as deadly weapons, right? That's when you would do that, right? Because I feel like that's something you would have to do.
Thomas'
Like
theoretical strongest punch would be over
the natural
11
progression of that.
kilotons of TNT. That's
I've never
insane.
seen that
Enough to
number
annihilate
before.
Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far
Other
less than
things can
Popeye's
annihilate your
star-busting
Uranus.
power, which was millions of times
No?
greater.
Okay. Just
Sure,
kidding.
this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is,
Right.
whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye and his world, on the other
Okay.
hand, can't really be measured at all. The dudes occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and
Despite
knocked out
breaking
the
his
guy.
limiter, despite breaking his limiter and achieving an unimaginable power, Saitama still suffers from some extreme human weaknesses that Popeye does not. For example, unlike Popeye, Saitama could not survive deep space for an infinite period as he requires oxygen. That makes sense. That actually makes sense because Popeye, he is, somewhat of an alien, but okay, he dealt with an alien. But the fact that his body does not really exhibit regular physics or regular biology or regular anatomy, he could probably survive. Whereas Saitama in deep space, like where he was like in another planet, right? I don't know if that's considered deep space, but he wasn't on Earth, all right? He was somewhere else. And the weight of being in space for that long or that period of time, mind you, I did not finish season 2, so I don't know if this is ever addressed, but that could tear away at his strength to where homie that just kicked the sun away, all right, Popeye the Sailor Man, would then have the opportunity to kind of take him down because he's, space has definitely been wearing away at his strength and abilities. It still sucks to see him lose, though.
Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was
He
strong enough
made
to kill
the
Popeye in one punch, Popeye
iron
has survived
stronger.
being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new.
True.
Hell, God turned off all
True.
of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from
They
just
said Saitama
turning
could benefit
Saitama
from
into a
eating
bunch of
his
eggs,
his
which
spinach.
He can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the
That's
One
true.
Punch Man, now you know Popeye's
I
spinach
didn't.
can.
The winner is
That joke
Popeye.
was hilarious. That joke was hilarious.
And
So-
that's a wrap for our anniversary.
So him with the when he punched him, he turned him into a bunch of little eggs, and so no, because I was like, once it's an egg, I'm like, can he be born again? Like how? What are the depths of Popeye's powers now? So now that we have this egg, if it were to sit under a chicken, right, and not get cracked, would Saitama just be born again? Just differently, right? Could he be brought back after that devastation and that, turning into an egg, being punched so hard you turned into a bunch of eggs? Could he come back from that? That's a good question because I do want him to come back. I want my Saitama back. I love my Saitama. This was really cool. So, because I've never seen Death Battle before, right? So it's to see the explanation of each of the characters and then have this animation, which the animation was epic. Like they went through different, the fight was so crazy that they went through different realities. Like they were pixelated and then they were CG, because first they were 2D, then they were pixelated, and then they were like 3D, because I think they got back to 2D and then 3D, whatever. It just kept transitioning as far as mediums because their fight was so epic, unless it's normal for these fights to just change into different mediums. If that's the case, then let me know down below. This just seemed like it was one time, like, okay, this fight, because it's so epic, they're changing up the world and the universe. Realities are changing because of this fight, seeming very extremely epic. But first off, it was crazy to see him obliterate Popeye that first time. He's like, I can't read that. And then he just exploded. But all he needed was the can of spinach. So if Saitama had caught that can of spinach and no other can of spinach went back to Popeye, would he have died then? Would he have, because his body's apart and the natural, progression of death take over because he doesn't have his powerful spinach? Or would he have just stayed there frozen until one day, 10 years later, someone was walking by and some spinach falls into his mouth? Would he come back? I have questions. I'd love for you guys to discuss this and let me know your thoughts down below. It does suck to see my boo, get scrambled, and turn into a bunch of eggs. But I think that this is possible. I think that this fight is possible. I think he could beat Goku. You see how he's holding Goku right there? I think this can have, it looks like I'm pointing at Spider-Man's feet, but there you go. I think he could definitely beat Goku, but I can see Popeye. I secede. Popeye could probably beat up Saitama. All right, you got me. There's one. No other, but there's one. Okay. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you think of the fight? I thought Saitama was going to win, but that was not the case. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you like the video, check out the link in the description box below to support Death Battle. If you like this video, hug the like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.